Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, gentlemen, and so on and so forth and on. I just got finished cleaning out the water containers for the ducks. Got to do the one for the chicken later. And cleaning out the water containers for the dogs. And then using the old water to water the plants. That's a routine. Took me almost 2 hours. Why? Because I took my time. I had to take parts off and attach parts because a lot of algae was building up. Not a lot of algae, but enough to where I didn't like it. So I got me some clear. Okay, anyway, and I'm gonna clean that stuff and rinse it off with white vinegar to desanitize it. Desanitize. That's right, desanitize. Have you ever met her, man? Because that's all she does, just sanitize things. Anywho, I just wanted to. I'm gonna clear something up because there's something needing to be cleared. When I tell you guys about my health, a lot of y'all be concerned. So let me make sure y'all know ain't nothing wrong. When you see me doing videos, hold on, excuse me. When you see me doing videos, now we're gonna go back to, let's see, the 11th. Yeah, we're gonna start with the 11th, okay? When you see me doing 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 videos in less than 4 days, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. When y'all see me giving you information, my people, that I ain't gave you before, and I tells you I don't know why nobody ain't talking about this, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. It's when you see me doing one video, two videos, three videos, and it takes a week to do three videos, yeah, then there's something wrong. And if you don't see me coming up with anything new, which when was the last time you could say that? Then there's something wrong. Okay, I just told you. Just understand. Now I will tell you this. Okay, let me tell you something. A couple of days ago, like I told you, this is springtime weather. So I felt a little cold coming on, a little sore throat. And I'm like, I shouldn't be getting no sore throat right now. This is summer. I don't get sore throats in the summer, but I do get them in the early spring. And we've been having springtime weather. As a matter of fact, it got so cold this morning, I started to put on a jacket. There's something wrong. Cold mornings and very hot afternoons. We're 90 degrees now. We were 113 in parts of this little area where I live yesterday, but we're 92 degrees, 93 degrees right now outside. I've been out there for an hour and a half or so. But like I said, I felt this sore throat coming on. You got ducks, you got bird flu. Anywho, and I'm about to get some rest because I'm tired. It's been a long day. Been up since 5 o'clock. Woke up at 5 o'clock on the dot. And I'm doing arbitrations, doing videos, doing meetings. And I'm getting ready to work on the mega package because we're getting ready to update the mega pack. We're not going to grandfather everything, but we're going to grandfather most of the things. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start two aspects of SATCOM. I want y'all to pay attention because this is very important. And we're getting ready to revamp the Arbitration Association. Okay, going to be doing a lot of videos on arbitration in the next couple of weeks. Just to let you know, we're going to explain arbitration from beginning to end because some people are just too lazy to go back to the videos in 2018 and 2019 to pull up the videos on arbitration to get the full lowdown. So we're going to give you guys the information on arbitration. We're going to give you the law. It's going to let you know the courts have no jurisdiction over arbitration. The only thing the courts can do, go back and look at section number 9. The only thing they can do is confirm the award if you ask them to. Now, none of our arbitrators are going to ever do anything illegal. We're never going to conspire, nor are we ever going to commit fraud or take a bribe. So the courts have no jurisdiction over our arbitration association because we're never going to do anything wrong. It doesn't matter if the court says, well, they did this and they did that and they committed fraud. The courts can say whatever they want. That's not a judgment. That takes a trial. A court can't just make a quote unquote ruling against anyone. These stupid idiots have said all kind of things on the record. I'm not done with them yet. Y'all just need to understand, I don't have to attack, avoid judgment. Avoid judgment is void. I don't care about the optics of how it looks. That's what they were going for. They wanted us to jump through hoops and file this appeal and pay for this appeal and pay for that appeal. We just needed to prove that they were blocking access. They are focused on me. They're not focused on our organizations. Go ahead. You ever look at any of the arbitrations that they dismissed? It was all about me, trying to make me look like the bad guy. Well, I'll be that. Hey, red man, tell that mother I'll be that. Okay? I'll be whatever those idiots want me to be. But by the time I get finished, I promise you they're going to be begging me to leave them alone. Go ahead. I don't know if that idiot is still alive, Michael McVeigh out of Arizona Superior Court. Go ahead and contact that idiot and ask him, how did he beg me on the record to please stop? Like I said, tenacious and tenacity. So I don't respond back to these idiots when they want me to. I respond back when I feel like it. They're going to get my response pretty soon. Doesn't matter what they do, they're still going to get the response. Okay, enough of that. Sorry about that. I mean, you can tell it just hits me right here in my derriere, just right there on the side of the butt cheek. That's how much I care about them. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some understanding. Y'all don't have to worry about me. I's gonna be okay. I's a servant of Jehovah. Now, I don't believe in faith healing or none of that stuff. I don't. I promise you I don't. But you know what I do believe in? I believe in him. I believe in what he says. I don't care if people look at the Bible as just a book. They call it a history book. It's a history book that is 100% accurate. No, that's what people don't understand. They don't realize how many hundreds of years, excuse me, thousands of years have passed by since it was written, and people were trying to disprove it. And look at there, science is proving it, records are proving it, discoveries are proving it every single day. All you got to do is Google it. No, wait, hold on. Give me a second. We going to do this real quick because I like doing things like this. Hold on. We going to skip off of this. We're going to get back to him. We're going to go to ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, what we going to do? Autonomous. Let's do autonomous. I ain't used that one in a while. Autonomous. Come on now, autonomous. I ain't got all day. He's a little shy. Wake up. I got a question. Can you list 25 things in the Bible that people said were not true, comma, were made up, comma, were not part of history, comma, never happened, but later it was discovered that it actually did happen? Stop listening. We ain't gonna ask everything. We just gonna ask that right there. 25 things. I could have said 10, 5, 15. I said 25. Ladies and gentlemen, I I I just need y'all to understand. People said Israel didn't exist. So they found records proving that the Israelis, no, not Israelis, pay attention, Israelites, not Israelis, that's a different group. You see, they couldn't patent Israelites, but they could patent Israeli. Go ahead. Go ahead and see. Wait. Watch this. Hezekiah's tunnel, the Maccabees, and all of that stuff. And go ahead. Just, I'm not going to go through all of that. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah's destruction? Man, not agreed archaeological proof. Possible natural disaster, but nothing definitive. Wait a minute, hold on. Summary. Some confirmed, still debated. Wait, where's Sodom and Gomorrah? Where you at, Sodom? Where you at, Gomorrah? Sodom and Gomorrah. Pottery, boundary of the city, Hezekiah reference, no. Jericho, nope, don't want to talk about Jericho. We already know about Jericho and the rebuilding of Jericho and how it has never been rebuilt. Well, it has been rebuilt, but not rebuilt like people would expect. Hold on. King Pilate, Pontius Pilate, and all of that stuff. I don't see. Wake up. There is archaeological proof of Sodom and Gomorrah's destruction. And the reason we have archaeological proof is because the very area where it was mentioned in the scriptures is exactly where the salt sea is. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by sulfur, fire, brimstone. And one of the main components of all of that is salt. Stop listening. It's called the Dead Sea. The reason why it's dead, for a reason. Anyway, you're right to target. Much of what made Sodom and Gomorrah legendary is tied directly to geography and chemistry of the Dead Sea region. Here's what modern archaeologists and scientists reveal about the salt, brimstone, and the fiery destruction in the scriptures. Nobody had to tell me this. All I had to do was, like I said, I like science. All I do is go and look up the composition of the Dead Sea. It's called the Dead Sea for a reason. People go and visit it because it's a tourist attraction now. But again, sulfur. I know one of the main components of sulfur is salt. Nobody has to tell me that. No, well, it's not actually salt, it's sulfur. Of course, it's salt. Okay? Evidence of a fiery destruction. Let's find out about that. Both Bab, whoever that name is, and Numeria show distinct burned layers and destructive debris, charred ash. Okay, but that could have been fake. No, because of the intensity in which it burned. Uh-oh. I don't want to talk about no cosmic anything. Salt in scripture, the pillar of salt. I don't want to talk about the pillar of salt. Now hold on. Sea salt settling. Babylonian and modern Dead Sea hypersaline basin. Okay, this is just letting us know that exactly what I said. I don't care about Lot's wife turning into a pillar of salt, but it says salt pillar like Lot's wife exists at Mount Sodom for Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember, they were fleeing Sodom and Gomorrah, and she turned around and looked at the city, Mount Sodom. That salt pillar, what's left of it, is still there. Sorry. No, but you can't prove that. But you cannot disprove it. All you can do is, well, and that's it. That's all you can say. But I asked him for 25 things. I just checked him on the fact that he said there was no archaeological proof for Sodom and Gomorrah. So science reveal about salt. See, here's what modern archaeologists and science reveal about the salt, brimstone, and fiery destruction. Ta-da! So, yes, archaeologists and genealogists have found compelling real-life evidence matching the biblical narrative of salt, fire, and brimstone. See, it says why interpretations don't matter. It doesn't matter about someone's interpretation trying to disprove. There are too many coincidences to disprove it. Okay, fine. One or two things, coincidence. Four or five things, impossibility for it to be a coincidence. But anywho, enough about that. So when I tell you that I have my reasons for believing in the God that I serve, they're not your reasons. It has nothing to do with you. So stay out of the way. That's not your relationship. It's mine. Stay out of the way. Stay in your lane. Okay, just right there. No. Ain't no turn signals. Okay, ain't no turn. No, ain't no merging. Stay in your lane. Okay, this is bumper traffic. Ain't nobody letting you over. Ain't no courtesies here. Stay in your lane. Okay? Hopefully, you might go to the same place. What you mean? You died or something? You going? Where you going? Oh no. When I say same place, same destination of serving Jehovah the correct way. But if not, then wherever you end up is where you'll be. All right, back to the conversation. Don't worry about me. I was going to be okay. I just wish people would understand the things that they've been finding out lately. I told you, to disprove any foreclosure, just ask them, did they use the discount window? They'll look at you like you're crazy because that's the game they're going to play. Oh, no, 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 Your Honor. But we can't move any further until they answer that question because if they use the discount window, that disproves their claim that they're the lender because that shows the funds came through the discount window. And according to the Federal Reserve Act, those funds came through for me, not for them. So that makes them not the lender. That makes my note an even exchange. So I beg your pardon. It is relevant. That's how you make foreclosures go away. You just have to study it, people. Okay. Now, the last thing tonight, tomorrow morning, so that you guys will know, we got to go there. Oh, no, not this one. It's here. This is a different document. Is this the document? Give me a second. This is the document. Okay, this document where the math is done. Okay, see how that right there, the math, when you do the math and everything. I just got to help with the design. But this is you all's, writing them and saying, hey, excuse me, homie, with that federal discount window? Nah, that means y'all ain't who y'all say y'all is. You are at a loss for anything. In other words, it says, thus you cannot throw that. Uh-oh, I gotta do some spell check. I gotta now figure out what I was trying to say. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I was trying to say. That's why I said it'll be tomorrow. Okay, that this will be done. The one that's up there now is not complete, so it'll be done. You got your electronic signature and all of that stuff here. Okay, and then we added the preview so that you have your preview, and then I gotta make sure this right here, how that all comes together. You feel me? And then we're gonna get rid of this document version thing. It don't need to have that, and we're gonna get rid of that IP address thing. Y'all gonna see. But I got some work to do. So just stay with me. This is on that issue. Now wait, hold on now. Hold on. We're not finished. Those of you who've been dealing with cryptocurrency and lost money in cryptocurrency and you were trading on a particular platform, ladies and gentlemen, just write that platform and tell them you're gonna hold them accountable for your being deprived of your property. Well, we had a policy. No, 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 no. You didn't have a policy. Cryptocurrencies are securities under the law. Not only do we have a contract, not only did I have a contract saying it might be risky, but that there was a possibility that I would benefit from it. So that makes it a security. Go and look up the securities laws as what constitutes security. I told everybody from the very beginning when I started investing in cryptocurrency that I was investing. I said it from the very beginning. And it got nothing to do with how the Treasury sees it. Hold on now, pay attention. I was saying this before the Chevron difference decision. It has nothing to do with how the Treasury sees it. It has everything to do with how the law sees it. Now that the Chevron deference has been overturned, the SEC's quote unquote knowledge of whether or not cryptocurrency is a security or not is irrelevant. The law defines what a security is, and under the original Securities Act, well, technically it wasn't called the Securities Act, it was called the Federal Reserve Act. But if you go and you read Section 401 of Title 4, you will see that it identifies eligible papers as securities. So it's called the Securities Act. Shh, they didn't call it the Securities Act, but that's what it is. And it doesn't require all the things that the other Securities Act requires, but it requires securities. So when you hear me coming up with stuff like that that nobody's talked about before, but I've been talking about it for a long time, but now I am pinpointing it and giving it to you, then you can tell that I'm doing okay. So I'm actually very happy. I'm not sad. I'm not moping. I am comfortable. Okay? I really am comfortable. I really have a routine. I got my ducks, and there's a couple of them that, oh, you guys, I can't explain it. You'd have to see it. I go out there and I say duckies, and they wah, 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 all of a sudden they all chatter. And then I say, okay, excuse me, and they will waddle out of the way. But then when I walk in and they see me going anywhere near the food and I go ducky wucky duckies, oh, if they don't come stand next to me, and then when I wake up in the morning to go outside, they're waiting out there for me to come say something to them. Okay, so I have a routine. Then I got the dogs. We got four of them little mutts. And, well, because the other one was a stray, and I don't think of it being a coincidence because it belonged to one of the neighbors who, according to everyone else, he's of no account. No good, no bad account. He's just of no account. And he shouldn't have had a dog in the first place, is what they said. So the guy who gave him the dog says, look, I gave him the dog. I knew he wasn't going to do anything good with the dog. So if you want to keep him, you keep him. If you don't want to give him back, I will take him back. And I told him, nah, he's here. The other dog's gotten to know him, and we call him Dustin. And so I got four dogs. We got Innocent, Dustin, Griff, 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 and Eve. Only one female. That's the only way it could be. She's fixed. She is fixed. I ain't got to worry about no more litters. And so I have, I have comfort. That's all I can tell you. So don't worry about me, and don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay? Go talk to Madonna about that one. She can tell you. Okay? Gotta go though. So y'all take care. I just wanted to show y'all so that y'all get it. Autonomous. So you can, if you don't believe in the scriptures, just do a question like this and see what they give you. I'm not going to tell you to follow ChatGPT because he's been trained by men, so he's also trained to lie. Okay, so he won't tell you the truth all the time, but he will tell you the truth some of the time. That's why you always see me checking him. Okay, because that's what I do. Well, I don't need this conversation. I did that for y'all. Okay, that conversation don't do me no good because I already know it. I already studied that a long time ago. All right, y'all have a good day. It's going on 1 o'clock, and I have a meeting at 4. So I'm going to go lay down, watch a couple of shows, take my vitamin C, and relax. Take care.